Hey, this is Bug Powder Dust. Thanks for joining me for episode 20 of my RimWorld Rich Explorer playthrough. And thank you for all of those who've been voting so far on what direction you want the end game to go in. The lead choice by a little way at the moment is wipe the Empire off the map and then travel to the spaceship that's been laid on the ice sheet. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm going to close the voting on Sunday evening. So basically, I'll close the voting after my stream on Sunday evening. So I'll get a chance to give you all a nudge if you've joined the stream and haven't voted, just to get the final votes in, and then I will honour what comes in as the popular choice. If you haven't voted yet, please do so. There's the link in the description, and that would be much appreciated. All right. So we are sorted pretty much for food for now. Everything's growing very nicely. We're going to get this monument built. I'm going to get a second stone cutting table built. I've set Viana to be crafting permanently, and I'm going to get a second stone table set up. Probably, I'd like to do it outside. I don't know what problem doing stone cutting outside causes. I know the temperature and being outdoors slows it down somewhat, but we'll see. It's a bit crowded in here. I'd rather have a stone table just basically, it's kind of here really, right next to the actual stone and, you know, where they're actually cutting stone from. Work speed penalty. We'll see. I don't think it's that big a deal. We do need to get more wood and more metal. So as we're going to be cutting down the wood in this area anyway, let's sort that out. And metal I've set up to be mined just up there, so that's going to take place. And we can start by choosing what blueprints we want. It's predominantly limestone and marble here. I mean, if you just take a look at what we've got here, we've got granite, we've got marble, and we've got limestone. So mostly granite. We've actually got 26 granite chunks, 32 marble chunks. So I'll probably get the bulk of the walls to be done in marble, I think. I think probably makes sense. We've got flagstones, columns. Okay, well, let's start with that. We'll go from there. Okay, so that's going to be built. We'll get a nice chair put down for them as well. Build a copy, stick it in there. And what's Psycasts doing? Oh, building the drugs lab, that's right. We're going to make some penoxysilene to stop them catching some nasty diseases. All right. Well, they're sleeping. There's not much going on, so I will skip on. See, now, this is an interesting thing. The Empire have sent me many, many, many quests, which I haven't bothered showing. I've just deleted. Just offering me quests with the rewards of goodwill. I've just been turning them down. The thing is, I think what I'm going to do, because the game obviously wants me to be friends with the Empire, right? But I don't want to be friends with the Empire. I'm going to kill the Empire. That's my plan. But I think what I want to do is, if I want to get some goodies here as well as just boring goodwill, because this is not a difficult quest particularly, I am going to accept this, and if the Empire wants to be neutral to me, that's fine, but I'm going to make the most of their neutrality. Maybe they'll offer me some quests with some stuff that I can use, because they do have the goodies, and then I'll just turn it against them. I am going to fight the Empire, one way or another. And this 20-odd tribes doesn't really bother me, so I am going to accept that. And we'll see what happens. They're going to arrive in 1.7 days' time. That's fine. First we need to build this wall, and then build a wall here to protect the gigantic structure. At the moment we're struggling a little bit for metal, but it's there, we just need to mine it out. So hopefully we're going to get it, going to get that side of things sorted out. So we've just unlocked biofuel refining. Next up, transport pods, because nobody wants to walk. Well, the awaited raid has arrived. Unfortunately, it's arrived at midnight when my animals are sleeping, so the chances of them being used as blockers is significantly lower. I don't know if there's a way of waking animals up, but we shall see. We may have to do tanking the old way, the old-fashioned way. Never mind. However, what we are going to do is we're going to get Lorenzo to pick up some grenades, I think, as a kind of a first stop. And then we're going to do, obviously, they're going to come through a gap somewhere. And it means that we can do the old choke point defense with the grenades as well. It's going to wreck them. Grenades versus unarmoured is never going to end well. Alright, so let them have a little bit more sleep. Lorenzo's out there. Psycasts is out there as well. It looks like they're coming up this way, which is interesting. I wonder what they're going to do. Wonder where they're going to come. I've opened, or I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll open these doors so it encourages them to come through. I've held these doors open. That one and that one. That one's open already. So it encourages them to come through here. Now, I should have moved these turrets because, as 20th Coffee Mark correctly pointed out, sappers will not come through the kill box because of these turrets. So what I need to do is actually move these turrets elsewhere. So really I want to move these turrets kind of one to here because I don't want them to come that way, and one up to kind of this area, I guess, to keep them out of the north part of the base as well. Obviously I'll need more turrets, I have to fine tune it. If I can actually do that now, maybe I can get Orc to do that very quickly. It's going to be a little while till they arrive. So if I get him to work on that, I shall get Orc to do that. And I get one of the others, Viana's actually in reasonably good shape. I'll get her to do that one. Where are they coming? They looks like they're coming in the kill box, so that's fine. I'll get everybody else up, apart from those two. So, there and Viana. Get them to come here. I'll keep an eye on Viana as well. Pick up these turrets. It's like one's gone. Viana's taking one, and I may have cancelled the orders for Orc to do the second one. Oh boy. Hang on a sec. No path. No path. That's interesting. Why is no... Ah, wait a minute. Reinstall. I put that one over here, didn't I? Okay, so now I'll get Orc to do that one. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, looks like... No, they decided they're going to drill in through here for some reason. That's curious. He's just showing off. Alright, fine, well, if they want to do that, that's fine. So Viana's gone back to bed, I don't blame her. She can come down here, Orc is coming back. Come here. Now, so where are they going? They're going... Alright, they're going there by the looks of it, fine. Let's get everybody here. I will do the animals to see if it actually works. Animal police, it looks like they're coming here. So let's assign the animals to animal police, that one. And I need to remove the animal police from where it was previously. Which I think probably the fastest thing to do, because I don't know where that was. If I just delete animal police, new area, rename animal police, and I'll just do that instead, because that way it clears the previous one, wherever that may be. Doink. And then I'll assign the animals to animal police. That might wake some of them up, it may not. Oh, it has. Okay. That's interesting. Get all our peeps down here. Where's he coming through? Is it here or here? It's here. Right, let me just move the animal police thing over to there and clear it from that one. Alright. So everybody's here. The police is here. Excellent. Now, Viana. Viana doesn't do any violence, so she can go... set her up here, just out of the way. In fact, just over here. We're going to have people, lots of firing. Here we don't want them to hit the horses or my own animals. Let's just move Anthusia in. Lorenzo is going to go there. Now what I'd like to do is get Lorenzo to target this area, so if it misses by one doesn't matter. It's quite a long way. Can I do shift and aim at the floor? I thought the shift would just... No, he's trying to aim at a person. That'd be very bad. There you go. Perfect. That one. No, he's aiming... No, it's not what I wanted at all. That one, and then he won't let me aim at the floor. Even though I'm holding down the shift key, I should have the mod installed. It's not letting me aim at the floor. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. It's almost like it won't let me. What's the range of the grenades? I've never seen that before. You can't aim at the floor. That's strange. I wonder why it's not letting me do that. Okay, well, we'll have to make do without that. Do you know what? One of the boom lopes is down, and I think that's a particularly bad idea to get my boom lopes in here as well. So I'm going to say boom lopes go to animal safe. I should have realised that. Off you go. Boom lopes, get out of here. This is more of a straight fight that I didn't really want to get into. Allowing them to fire is not cool. So let's see if I can get the grenades on stream this time. It's not letting me do it. I can... very strange. Well, they're not moving, but I don't want the grenades to kind of get stuck on the walls. If I'll tell you what I'm going to do. These guys can move up. You guys can move there. Lorenzo can go move up one. Now, if I do grenades now, I just don't know why I can't target the ground. It's really strange. I could have sworn you could target the ground with grenades. It doesn't make sense that you can't. I must be doing something... Oh, wait a minute. It's not because of the shield belt, is it? It can't be because of the shield belt. Because otherwise it wouldn't let me throw them at all. That's weird. Something isn't right with that. I need to do some experimentation. Yeah, they're fleeing. Okay. Off you trot. Right. Is anybody left alive? Because I do need lungs. No one's left alive by the looks of it. Okay. I need to work out why Lorenzo can't fire the grenades just on the ground. I suspect it's because of the shield belt. Maybe. So he can throw it? It's got to be the shield belt. But in which case, why could I target individuals? Very strange. A grenade is technically a ranged weapon, isn't it? So that's probably what was going wrong with that. Okay. I will find out what the problem is. So he can go and equip his mace again. Let's get the boom lope. Where's the boom lope? The boom lope is going to get fixed. Bit of a crush on this square. I can't really see what's going on. Right, Randolph. A few people have picked up some little bow cuts, but that's okay. We're going to move the animals away so we can see the ones that do and don't need help, who may be downed. Oh, hello, where do you think you'll go? Porcupine. Right, so the animals are going out. So you got, looks like a horse. A couple of horses here. Is there any baddies that Fox, Crash Baby? No, there's not. Looks like they all died. Okay, fair enough. Oh. I don't rate his chances. Okay. Boomlight 1 can walk it off. The mare is being dealt with. Oh, ouch. Okay. Everyone can go back to what you're doing. Thank you. Somebody's shooting. Who is shooting? I can hear gunfire. Oh. They're fleeing this way. Take him. Oh, I was hoping to get some lungs. Oh well, never mind. Is anybody else where they shouldn't be? So there's one there, there's one here who's been dealt with, and everybody else is clear. Okay, that's fine. Got some jade out of it, very nice. And we got some jade down here. What else have we got? That's pretty much it in terms of goodies. Never mind. We do need to get these bodies dumped, so I'm going to dump them somewhere far, far away. The animals can take care of that. Dumping stockpile. Where can we put them? Where I don't have to see them again. Here, that'll do. And I'll make that critical. No chunks. Corpses, yes. Human-like, yes, but not colonists. Cool. What I don't want them to do is move bodies from anywhere else. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the last time we had a human raid was a very long time ago. Oh, hello. Oh. What happened to the warg? The warg took on a grizzly bear. Wow. Okay, we'll take that body. That's nice. Okay. We'll get this mopped up and cleaned up, and then we'll be back. So good news, we have another 20 animal grass. So Orc is going to come over and do her linking ritual. So Orc will be up at technically level 3, and we'll see what skill she gets. Very exciting. Now we've got transport pods finished. Wow, good timing, good timing. So the transport pods are done, so we can start building those and blasting away across the world. I'm beginning to rearrange the workshops so we can fit in a biofuel refinery in here. We just need to get that actually reinstalled to there. Then we'll get this reinstalled to there. We can't do until that's been moved. Then we'll stick a biofuel refinery here so we can start to make our own biofuel. At the moment we are getting biofuel from the boom lopes, which are supplying quite a bit naturally. It's pretty decent. But we're going to start transport podding all over the place. I'd like to get fast skip if I can, because then you can pod out and skip back. That was extremely useful in the beach playthrough. But certainly doing transport pods to, to knock out these guys start off with would certainly help. Our first Empire target is there. Oh, I can't wait. And that's well within range of transport pods. So we can go and smash them up and then sell our ill-gotten gains on the way back, probably back through here. Just out of interest, what's the quickest way? It's probably on the road, isn't it? Oh, it's direct. That's interesting. Well, what I think we'll do is we'll go up here, smash them up, and then probably come back and maybe sell off some of our stuff and, whatever else. So that's looking pretty decent. Anyway, that's for the medium future. And then if we are going to go wipe out the Empire, we're going to have to do a special side trip over here to get these guys. Then transport pod to the middle, and then take a tour around here, kill this lot, and then make our way up to the ship, which is certainly the way the votes are looking right now. I'm looking forward to that. Well, very exciting. Orc has now finished her ritual, and she appears to have obtained beckon, which is actually pretty useful because you get to beckon people who are dug in cover shooting at you, and they'll just walk towards you, which is great. It doesn't use a lot of heat, it doesn't need a lot of psi focus. Actually, one of the more useful commands that actually doesn't use a lot of heat and psi focus. So yeah, I like it. That's really, really handy. And also it's not a duplicate of something that Porcupine has already, so I'm very, very happy with that. So we've had a tribal bulk goods trader turn up, and they don't have a lot of cash with them, so I can't really sell them a great deal because I've certainly got more to sell them than vice versa. But interestingly enough, they do have a Devilstrand Parker. Now, as you may recall me saying, the only difference between Parkers and Dusters really is that, well, I mean, obviously Parkers are better in the cold, which I don't have a problem with on this particular biome. But Dusters also protect your legs. Parkers don't. However, a Devilstrand Parker is probably worth quite a bit of cash. So what I'm going to do is I want to swap that for some medicine. I've got an awful lot of heal root herbal medicine. So probably have to do, what are they going to give me for it? It's 639. So if I say 99? Yeah, that's close enough. Alright, cool. Boom. Good trade. And we have a Devilstrand Parker, which I'm going to get hauled away so it doesn't go off. And then just out of interest, I'd be interested to see, can we compare apparel? Yeah, there we go. So Devilstrand Parker, let me just compare Devilstrand Parker to like a Duster. So what's that? That's blunt protection 7.2. Okay, so it's a bit under sort of good blue fur dusters, which many of my people have got on. 28% sharp. So again, 27.9, 37.2, so still tracking below. 58.5 thermal, and this is where I think it really comes into its own. Its thermal protection is really good. And then hot and cold obviously is going to be better than, well, its cold is going to be better. So whether anybody wears it or not is a different story. But I'll leave it open to them. If they want to wear it, great. If not, if nobody's wearing it, I'll just sell it. But it's certainly worth a try. Now, the other thing that I forgot I had was a Silent Neuroformer. Now, this is critical because it means that I can give this to one of my not natural people, then they can get some skills as well. Some Psycasts. So who should I give it to? Let's have a quick look. So Anthusia. Anthusia's going to be in a good mood most of the time, I would say. I think she's probably a good candidate. She's not going to break generally because she's usually in a good mood. I think Anthusia's earned it as well. So yeah, psychically deaf's not going to work. You've got some skills already. Oh, now Viana actually. She can't do violence, but she can use Psycasts. That could actually make her useful in combat. So let's do that. Where's Viana? Let's see what she gets. Boink. So she gets chunk skip. Okay. Not the most useful, but what it does mean now is that although Viana can't benefit from the animatory grass, what she can do is she can benefit from the Psycast modules that we can buy. So we can now build her up in due course. So that's actually pretty good, and I did forget about that actually. Okay, now the other thing that we've had a visit from these people here. They are, one of them is Porcupine's brother, but they've got some stuff they might want to trade as well. So I should get Randolph to have a quick chat, see what they've got. Let's have a quick look, and I'll be right back. So interestingly enough, they have an Iltec shirt. I'm inclined to buy one of those so I can put it on Porcupine because then it will help with her heat dissipation. Buy a little bit, it's not much. It's not as good as an Iltec staff, but they're quite rare. And then what I'll do is I'll flog them some stuff that I've got to offset the cost as well. So I've got a load of these rubbishy tribal bits and pieces that we came by. Maybe sell them an LMG. Kind of offsetting a little bit. Are they interested in buying any heel route? Doesn't look like they are. Okay, in that case I will sell them that helmet. Just to offset really. Any other 50% stuff? Light leather pants can go. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll take the hit. I'll grab that. Now where's Flanker gone? Oh, sorry, Randolph's there. Where's the... that? Now, I'm inclined to get Porcupine to... maybe not. I'll get him to do it. And I'll see if Porcupine puts on naturally. So unfortunately, Squirt and Enthusia got into a social fight, and now Squirt's picked up an infection from it, which is kind of worrying, really. This is how these things start. So I'll put him on the heel route, and we shall keep a close eye on this. Hopefully he will track ahead, which he's currently doing ever so slightly at the moment, but we're going to have to keep an eye on Squirt. That'd be unfortunate if you have to remove his arm because he got into a fight with Enthusia. But here we go. And we have a new recruit. A combination of Lorenzo's sweet talking and Porcupine's word of trust has got Skur, who's joined us. And if you remember, he was the one who we captured in the raid we did on the tribal village, in the last episode, in fact. He's young, he's an undergrounder, he's got great memory, he's a fast learner, very, very nice combination. Good at construction, notably, so that is what he shall be doing. Whereas now, the other thing is that, of course, because he is a tribal, means he can go and chill at the Anima tree as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to put him on all of these good things. He's underground, so he doesn't mind being inside. I'm going to put him on construction and plant cutting. Those are things that I want doing most of all. And I need to set up a spot for him over here. Build copy. And we're going to set that set owner to be Oh, good. Excellent. Now, one thing I need to find out actually is what weapon does he favour? Let's have a quick look. Oh. Yeah. Okay, well, we have quite a few melee. We're going to put you on shooty. I think the chain shotty, you don't have to be a great shot for that, and you get a few chances if you miss, so I think that's actually going to be well worth it. Welcome, Skurrubru. So you know you're in for a bad time when you see this, and then you see this. That looks really bad. I think given the fact that I don't have any Doomsday rocket launchers, any tricks up my sleeve, any special weapons or anything like that, means this is going to be incredibly tricky. I do not like the looks of this at all. Let's see what drops. Okay, that actually is not as bad as I was expecting. They dropped me a whole load of steel, a temperature adjuster which reduces the temperature by 10 degrees. Okay, well that's not cold enough to actually affect my plants just yet. One turret. Okay, actually this is... Okay, so mech assemblers is going to... Oh, it's going to... Yeah. So this is going to spit out some mechs. This is going to assemble centipedes. And that's going to assemble lancers. I don't know if it's all four at the same time or they kick them out periodically. I think it's that. A mech drop because... okay. That's interesting. Now, I think the best way to deal with this is basically to zone it out of it so I don't go near it. I just mortar it. I could care less about the climate adjuster. What I want to do is... they haven't... That's interesting. There's no proximity activator. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. Now, I'm going to have to work out a way of dealing with this. I could send in donkeys armed with mortar shells, place them down, set fire to the shrubbery, and let the mortar shells cook off. And that should deal with kind of some of these things. I have one mortar built so far. But the mech capsule is going to kick them out. The mech drop beacon will bring more down. And I don't honestly know if this gets destroyed in one go, whether it will still cool them down. I'm thinking potentially not. So I need to go and work out a way of killing this most efficiently. The fact it has a big wall all the way around it will certainly help, I think, in funneling these things to come through. So I think we actually stand a good chance of doing this quite well. The only problem is I don't know where the beacon, where these mechanoids are going to drop. That's the only thing. I don't know if they're going to drop outside or inside. But I think we should be able to contain this. I think this wall is very much going to help us. So we shall see. I think I have to read up on a couple of these items here. Let's have a quick look. Assembler. Yeah, periodically. That's fine. And then drop beacon. Yep, nearby. Alright, fine. I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem. This certainly buys me a bit of time. I'm tempted to probably mortar it to start off with. And we're bound to get some raids which kind of wander past. I mean, there's nothing here that's going to cause me a major issue if I just leave it. I don't have to take these guys on. So I'm going to zone around it, make sure nothing comes to this sector. And I might let it to its own devices and let raiders come in and deal with this. I don't have to come over to this section really. I'm kind of happy up here, so I think we'll be okay. That's the biggest cluster I've ever seen, I have to say. So yeah, okay. Well, it's taken a Herculean effort, but we are starting to get there. Just the wooden doors to go on now, and this structure is done. Ah, yes. Let's look at 2 more to go. Squirt's putting the finishing touches. Structure's complete. Hang on for 1 second. Let's get rid of that. Let's just remember we don't make that mistake again. And we've had our rewards have arrived. Amazing. Psychic Emanator. Absolutely. Now that's got a really good range on it. I love that. That's really, really nice. So that's going to get everybody in the bedrooms and the kitchens. They spend quite a lot of time in bed, right? So I mean, up here, and it can be moved as well. So if you have a lot of people in the hospital, for instance, we can always move it. So that's not a big deal. I think we'll do that. That's actually really nice. So let's make sure I get Lorenzo and the cooker. If I move it down 1, yeah, that gets everybody by the looks of it. Boop. Yeah, that's fantastic. Right, skill trainer artistic. So who's our best artistic pawn? Let's have a quick look. Orca's got a 12. Flanker's got. Has anybody got? So no one's got a burning passion in it. So I'm inclined to just really rank Orc up so they can start churning out some really impressive statues. I think Orc is probably the best person to use that. And also because Orc has some skills already, that means she can actually use that. Oh no, it's a skill trainer, sorry, I thought it was a side trainer. It's not. So let's do that. Building roof, and then Orc can come over here and use these skill trainers to learn artistic. Amazing. And after she's done that, because she's in the right area, we'll get... Oh, Stallion 4 is on it. What? Stallion 4 is just moving it. That's all Stallion 4 is doing. We'll get to move that over there. Where's she gone? Wow. Come back a long way. Now, this thing is so big. I'm going to use it for something. I'm inclined, maybe, to turn this into bedrooms. Seeing as it's such a large space, I don't know what else I could really use it for. What I do need to do, however, is protect it. It's not a big deal, because all that will happen is if it gets destroyed, that, you know, the relationships will fall by -10. Whoop-de-doo. There you go. She's gone from 12 to 14. Good job, Orc. Love it. Love your work. And the Psychic Emanator's up and running. So is that instant? Yeah, there you go. +5 for no effort whatsoever. I love it. I mean, no effort. You have to build a massive monument, but you know what I mean. So I think we'll wall this in now. I think we'll get some granite stones just to make sure this doesn't get destroyed, because, you know, it's part of my perimeter now. How much have we got? We got 105 there. Yeah, got more than enough to finish this off, and we'll do that. We'll leave a gap there and probably there. Useful choke point, I think, as well. And we'll get some stone doors up. Let's go, say limestone doors. Just there and there. We have a nice perimeter. Awesome. That's good. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. We are at time. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to leave a vote for the end game if you haven't already. I will stop nagging you. This is probably the last time I'm going to mention it, actually, because the voting is going to end on Sunday. So I will mention, if you can join the Sunday stream, please do. That's going very well. It's quite an interesting playthrough. If you can join us, that'd be fantastic. That's 8:30 p.m. BST. That's GMT +1, UTC +1. If you can make it, that would be great. We're playing the Vanilla Expanded Settlers mod, which has proven to be quite interesting so far. It's some nice subtle changes made to the base game. So if you can spare the time, it'd be great to see you. If not, well, have a great weekend anyway, and I will catch you on the episode on Tuesday, which will be the next one now that comes out. So take care of yourself. This is Bug, pulling the plug.